We're at Logan High School tonight as we start the second half of the football season for high school football. Yeah, we're halfway through the season. It should be against the law. But you know, you get halfway through the season, teams start getting banged up, things start coalescing on how a team is going to be that year, where they're going to be slotted as they head towards the playoffs, and teams want to finish strong regardless of how they started. Tonight, you've got a Green Canyon team coming off a tough loss against Ridgeline, a 39-21 loss at home last week, a game that we did. That was a tough one for this Green Canyon team. They're wanting to get back on track against a hungry Logan team that started out 2-0, but has lost 3 in a row since. Logan is very young, and they're trying to really reshape the culture here, the Grizzlies are, and this is halfway through phase 1. We'll see how it turns out tonight in a battle of Grizzlies and Wolves on the Valley Channel. I had a chance to talk with Logan head coach Nate Butts earlier about his squad, and I asked him about the last 3 games. They've been tough for these Grizzlies, a team that started 2-0. He said really the key is we have to start faster. We've put ourselves behind the 8 ball early in all of these games, especially last week at Westfield. Gave up 20 unanswered before they really started to settle down. He said we really have to just start faster on both sides of the ball. When he talked to me earlier in the season, he talked about 3 phases to rebuilding the program here at Logan. He says, you know, we have to tear this thing right down to the studs. When you're rebuilding and wanting to improve something, you tear it right down to the studs and build it back up because you want it to last. They're halfway through phase 1. He said we're almost done. The part where we strip it down and start really get going on that rebuild. And they're pretty much through with that, and he's really happy with how the kids are responding so far. We'll see how they respond against Green Canyon tonight.
Say the word base.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. KSM means music. Music is all we do. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Apologies for the technical problems with the sound. We think we have our sound back up and running now. This is the Grizzlies' first possession. Homecoming for Logan as they take on Green Canyon. Eric Olson with you as Favero goes to the air for the first time. Looking for McAllister. He had it in his hands, and then it's stripped away, and it'll be 3rd down and 7. So the Grizzlies with their first 3rd down of the evening. And it's 3rd and 7. Coach Butts told me earlier they want to try to establish a ground game, and they have, taken it from their own 20-yard line to the Green Canyon 35, and now it's 3rd and 7. Favero over the middle looking for Holson. He's got it. Reaches up, grabs, and takes it to the house. Get on the board first with an 80-yard touchdown drive capped off by the pitch and catch from Favero to Olson. A nice grab by Olson, and they're going to go for 2. Pitch it back. A throw to the end zone is picked off, and it'll be 6-0. Logan with the early lead. 9:12 to play in the first quarter. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Apologies for some of our technical problems here early. A lot of gremlins at Logan High tonight. You know who doesn't have to worry about gremlins? Custom Fence. From humble beginnings to a leader in the fencing industry, discover the journey of Custom Fence as they continue to deliver excellence and innovation in every product. Custom Fence will need them to come make a gremlin fence for us. Keep them out of here. We think we've got it sorted out now. And the Grizzlies with an 80-yard touchdown drive on their first possession. The Grizzlies playing tonight without a couple of their starters. Jace Pingree is out. He's nicked up, and from what I understand, he may be done for the season. And this is the time of year when every team is nicked up. Brock Brown is also out for the defense of the Grizzlies, broken collarbone. Ball fielded about the 25 and returned up to the 35. Wheatley, who does most of his work on the defense, but on the return there, showing what an all-around athlete he is. Green Canyon, their defense giving up only 13 points per game. Their offense scoring 27 points per game. Their offense led by Peyton Wilson. Number 10 in 4A in yards, 1,122, 71% on the year, 14 yards per catch. For completion, I should say, 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 251 and 2 touchdowns last week. Turn and give, and it's a 1-yard gain.
Austin Birch on the tackle for the Grizzlies. 2nd down and 9, Green Canyon.
2nd and 9, the short gain for Green Canyon. It's Micah Jenkins. Hawks last week got dinged and was out of that game early as Jenkins gets another carry. So Hawks dealing with a little bit of a ding, and Jenkins picks up another yard. And it's 3rd down for the Wolves. Coach Ta'ili telling me that they may use 4 or 5 different backs in the backfield today. Wilson throws a little bit behind the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3 and out for Green Canyon. Not a great start. Trailing 6-0. The Wolves are going to have to kick. Good rush by Logan. High kick. It's going to roll inside the 30-yard line to about the 29, and that's where Green Canyon will start defending the Logan Grizzly offense, which put a touchdown on the board on their first possession. 7:42 to play here in this first quarter. 6-0 Grizzlies. As the Grizzlies offense already back out onto the field. As we mentioned, it's homecoming for the Grizzlies. It was homecoming last week out at Green Canyon. Favero with one back in the backfield with him, 3 receivers to the far side. They're going to turn and hand it off. Popping outside is Birch, finds a little bit of a crease, and picks up 4 yards. They saw something they liked on film, I'm sure, watching Green Canyon's defense against Ridgeline. Ridgeline was able to run the ball. Ridgeline's going to be able to run the ball and move the ball on anybody. They're a good football team. Number 1 in 4A for a reason. But Logan started off running the ball well here tonight as well, as Birch picks up another 4 yards. It's Mason Birch, number 11. 5 carries, 12 yards. For Birch, it's 3rd and 3. See if they go to the air or if they try to get it on the ground. Green Canyon creeping up a linebacker. They keep it on the ground. Birch puts his head down. He's at the marker, and he's past the marker. Needed 3, he got 4. 6 carries, 16 yards for Birch. And the Grizzlies are in business with a new set of downs at the 40-yard line. Already leading 6-0 with 6:18 to play in the first quarter. Turn and give it to Birch. Bounces to his right, gets past the initial defender, and picks up almost 7. Closer to 6, that's what they'll give him, and the Grizzlies right back at the line. Green Canyon getting a steady diet of Birch. 7 carries, 22 yards already. This time Favero's going to the air. Slings it out near the marker. Finds Avila out of the backfield. Avila picking up about 4. It's 3rd and a yard. Green Canyon sitting in that 3-man front. The last 3rd down, Wheatley crept up as that middle linebacker into the A gap. He's doing the same. Turn and give. Birch has the first down. He's got another 4 yards. 3 third down opportunities, 3 conversions in the early going for the Logan offense. This is an offense that's had trouble the last couple of weeks. Slow starting. Coach Butt said we have to start fast. And thus far they have, leading 6-0 with under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter and driving again. 3 yards on first down by Birch again. Second and 7. Favero, the sophomore quarterback. 2 receivers to each side. Olsen is in the slot to this near side. He's looking to Olsen. It's picked off. Wallace was watching it the whole way. Undercut the pattern, took it away. And Green Canyon turns over the Grizzlies inside the 45-yard line at the 41. And that's one thing that they're working with that young quarterback on. Favero, that's his 12th interception in 4 games in 1 quarter. Not sure what he saw there. But Wallace saw it coming all the way, stepped in and picked it off. And now the Green Canyon offense back out on the field to try to get in the end zone. Wilson gets away. This is when he's dangerous. He's their leading rusher, and you can see why. Gain of 15. Looked like they might get him in the backfield. And that's what he did early in the ball game against Ridgeline last week until Ridgeline started taking away his rushing lanes. That time you saw it kind of broke down, and it opened up wide open in front of him. His guys looped to the side and got pushed out. And if you're going to rush him, you're going to have to stay in your lanes. Wilson knows what to do. 256 yards on the ground for Wilson. Fake the give, then turn and hand it off to Jenkins. He's caught in the backfield by Reed Olson, a loss of 2. Nielsen there as well for Logan. 2nd and long as Green Canyon finds themselves behind the sticks. 6-0 Logan. 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Game number 6 of the regular season for high school football. Wilson stands in just about, throws a pick of his own. McAllister came off the pattern as Wilson threw it behind his intended target. And McAllister couldn't dig it out. 3rd and 12. Ball right at the 46-yard line of Logan, following the interception. Wilson going up top, has Schramm. Schramm catches the back end of the football and takes it into the end zone. 46 yards. Wilson's first completion of the game. Schramm, one of the top receivers in 4A, 36 catches, 491 yards before tonight. Now he's over 500 and his 6th touchdown of the season to tie things up at Logan. The PAT to give Logan the lead. Kicks up, kicks good as Holt puts it through. 2:44 to play in the first quarter. Green Canyon 7, Logan 6 on the game of the week. KSM Music, they buy, sell, and repair all types of musical instruments, including guitars, basses, drums, horns, woodwinds, and many others. Call or come by KSM Music for estimates and other information about all of those services. And don't forget to ask about the lessons that they offer for different instruments as well. 50 West, 400 North in Logan. It's KSM Music, a Game of the Week sponsor. So the Grizzlies have been working on cutting down on penalties and turnovers. No penalties thus far in the game for the Grizzlies, but their last drive stopped short. It had gotten into Green Canyon territory before Easton Favero threw an interception. This one's going to kick out of bounds, and the Grizzlies will have good field position to start. They've been able to run the ball in the early going. Mason Birch, 9 carries for 29 yards. Avila has 2 for 7, and Favero 2 for 3 for 39 yards and a touchdown.
Kickoff rolls out of bounds, resulting in a first down for the Grizzlies on the 35-yard line.
And the Grizzlies will get it on the 35 after the kickoff goes out of bounds. This is a young Grizzlies team, and how they respond to adversity is something their head coach is really keen to see. He said he didn't feel like they responded well at Skyview at all. Now they've got their first chance to respond here tonight. Birch, 7 yards. And the Grizz waste no time getting back to the line. They look to the sideline for the call. Olsen and McAllister to the far side. Avila, and I didn't see the other. Who else was to the near side as Olsen goes in motion. Turn and hand to Birch. Birch has a running lane. Birch has a first down. 5 yards for Birch. Wallace on the tackle. And once again, the Grizzlies are moving the football using the ground game. .48 yards on 13 carries for the Grizz. This is their third possession, 1:44 to play in the first quarter. Give it to Birch, he'll try the other side. Steps out of one tackle, runs right by Wheatley, and picks up 7. When you're picking up 7 yards a pop on first down, that gives you a lot of things you can do on second and third. 4 yards a carry for the Grizz right now. Martin for Green Canyon hobbled off. And Vila in motion. Turn and give to Birch. He's got wolves in the backfield. He steps past one and picks up 2 yards. It's 3rd and 1. Logan 3 for 3 on 3rd downs here in this first quarter. 45 seconds to play in the first. Plenty of time on the play clock as the game clock ticks down toward 30 seconds. High snap, turn and give it to Avila. He's got the first down as he picks up 4 yards. Vero comes to the sideline and looks for the call. Birch is not going to be in the backfield. He's going to be playing a wing on this near side now. He has to come up, and they didn't let him get set, and there was a little bit of confusion. Birch didn't quite look like what he was doing. He's lined up as a wing at first, and the first penalty on the Grizzlies, they didn't let their players get set. Birch had to scoot up to get on the line, and then they snapped it before he was able to get set. And the Grizzlies with their first penalty of the evening, and that comes with zeros on the first quarter clock. Green Canyon 7, Logan 6 as we head to the second quarter on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Remember when bread was made naturally? I sure do. At the old grist mill, they bring back that tradition. They're simple, wholesome breads made with fresh milled high-protein wheat for rich flavor. You can go in, you can try a free slice of hot bread, and you'll be able to taste the difference. They've been serving Cache Valley for years. The old grist mill is Logan's home for quality bread and more. The old grist mill, Game of the Week sponsor. In other Region 11 action tonight, Ridgeline is over the hill at Bear River. Skyview in a non-region game is playing host to Orem. Last night, Mountain Crest took care of business down in Hooper against Westfield, 30-7. Well, I think Westfield actually might be in Taylor. Turn around and give it to Avila, following a blocker. Picks up the penalty yardage, plus a yard. 17 yards on 4 carries for Avila. As the Grizzlies continue to keep it on the ground. 17 rushes against 3 pass attempts for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies went for 2 and were stymied. And that's the difference in this ball game right now. 7-6 Green Canyon. The Grizzlies on the move inside the Green Canyon 40. Green Canyon starting to creep players toward the line of scrimmage.
Mason Birch with the carry.
3 yards for Birch.
Ben Wallace on the tackle for the Wolves.
And it's another third down for the Grizzlies. This time 3rd and 6. So you would expect Favero might go to the air. The way they've been running the ball, they might go ahead and run it and go for it on 4th down if they don't pick up all 6. Birch stays in the backfield with Favero. Olsen, the inside receiver to the top of your screen. Keep an eye on big number 6. Here comes pressure. Another pick thrown by Favero. He threw it between the receivers behind him, and Pabst comes up with a pick. Another one of those that you're looking at it, wondering what your young quarterback sees, or whether that one just got away from him. Was the receiver in the wrong place? Did Favero throw it the wrong direction? Well, they don't know until they look at film. The coaches know, and we can only guess, but he didn't throw it anywhere near any of his players. And another drive that gets into Green Canyon territory stalls for a turnover. Favero, just a sophomore. He's, as Coach Butts has said about his sophomore skill players, they're having to grow up in a hurry. Turn and give, and it's Jenkins with the best run of the night for Green Canyon. 6 yards. I should say that's the best run for Jenkins. Wilson had a scramble that went for 15. Schramm, the inside receiver, to the bottom of your screen as they go 2 by 2. 5 rushers coming after Wilson. He waits, escapes the pocket, flag in the backfield. Wilson picking up big yardage, but it looks like it may be coming back. They finally get him down at the 15-yard line. A pickup of 36 yards, but a flag in the backfield. They were playing a spy against Wilson, and as he stepped up, the spy jumped into the scrum. And it looked like he may have got grabbed as he came forward trying to wrap up Wilson, and it is a hold against Green Canyon. Their second penalty tonight, 10 yards. And instead of a first down deep in Logan territory, it's going to push them back to their own 39. It'll be 2nd and 14. Turn and hand it to Jenkins. He's met in the backfield and thrown down after a gain of about half a yard. Heck of a tackle made out there by Tolman. He came like he was shot out of a cannon. He came flying up there. And they say he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd and 14, 9:20 to play in the first half, 7-6 Green Canyon. Logan bringing extra guys. Wilson unloads, has a man. That's Schramm, and he's still going. They finally get him down about the 41-yard line. 20 yards on 3rd and 14. So only 2 completions for Wilson, but they've both been big ones to Schramm. 2 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown for Schramm. And the first 3rd down conversion of the night for Green Canyon. .8:45 to play in the half. Green Canyon with a new set of downs at the Logan 41. Wilson steps up, slings it outside to Schramm. McAllister brings him down. A gain of 14, and they move the sticks again. Three catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown for Schramm. And a nifty little dip underneath the arm of the would-be tackler to pick up extra yardage. 1st and 10 at the 27 of Logan. 8:05 to play in the half. 7-6 Green Canyon. Wilson looking for the big play. Trying to come back and get it is low. But good coverage there by the Logan defensive back. 2nd down.
Trey Covington on the defense for the Grizzlies. 2nd down, Green Canyon.
Covington defending. He was right in Lowe's lap. Edelmeyer, the lone receiver to the far side. Schramm with 2 other receivers to this near side. Turn and hand it off. And that's Martin. He gains 4, 3rd and 6. This is a huge down for both teams. The Grizzlies don't want to give up another touchdown and have to dig out of a bigger hole, and Green Canyon finally sees their offense starting to hum, and they want to be able to pay off this drive. Wilson looking to get out of there. Can't. Another flag in the backfield. Let's see what it is. They threw it where Reed Olson was rushing from, and it's going to be a hold on Green Canyon. 2-yard loss as Nate Butts is going to decline the penalty. 1st sack of the night for Logan's defense. That time they had Wilson hemmed in. And he went forward and only lost 2. But that's what happened last week, right? We saw when Wilson got big yardage, it's when he was escaping through the front of the pocket. And for the most part, after about the 1st quarter, Ridgeline did a good job of their lane integrity. That time, Logan did as well. See if Logan brings extra rushers. They have 4 showing. That's what they're bringing. Wilson throwing to Schramm out by the sticks. Another flag in the backfield. Schramm's got the 1st down. He will not go down as he's inside the 10-yard line. And another flag. Is that going to be a hold, or did the quarterback take a late hit? And I think they're going to say the quarterback took a late hit. 17 yards, and it's roughing the passer. Schramm almost to 100 yards in this 1st half. The ball inside the 10-yard line. It ends up being 1st and goal at the 7. I'm not sure why they would decline that penalty. But they tack that on. I thought they tacked that one on. There's 6:25 to play in this 1st half. Fast-moving 1st half as both teams have kept the ball mostly on the ground. And the officials are going to talk about this one as Coach Taili called him over and wanted to talk about, hey, we might want to take this penalty. It'd be half the distance to the goal. It'd put the ball at about the 3.5-yard line if they tack it on. Personal foul, roughing the passer against Logan, and they are going to step it off. So that's going to take it down to the 3.5-yard line. 1st and goal from the PAT spot for Green Canyon as they try to punch it in. Logan's 2nd penalty. And the penalty stopped the clock. They start it now. Wilson looking, he's got a lot of running room to his left. They swing him down right about the line of scrimmage. Nielsen tracked him down. He got about a half a yard. Wilson looked like he might be able to get to the pylon, and Nielsen came out of nowhere to sling him down. 2nd and goal. Ball nose up on the 2-yard line. Low in motion. Give it off to Martin. Martin hauls tacklers into the end zone, and he's got a touchdown. Martin with 2 carries, 6 yards, and a touchdown now. As Green Canyon has taken 2 forced turnovers and put them in the end zone. On both turnovers, the Grizzlies were driving. And instead, they end up giving up a touchdown. High kick has the distance and the accuracy. 5:29 to play in the first half. Green Canyon 14, Logan 6 on the game of the week. Hey, discover the garden of your dreams at Anderson Seed and Garden in Logan. I know we're just barely coming out of garden season this year, but it's not too early to start planning what you're going to do next year. You'll get expert advice and a wide selection of seeds, plants, and supplies at Anderson's. They have everything you need to make your garden thrive. Trust the local experts at Anderson Seed and Garden, helping you grow for over 80 years. Anderson Seed and Garden. Green Canyon was number 3 in 4A coming into the game last week. After their loss, they fall to number 5. Ridgeline still number 1. Park City number 2, Spanish Fork number 3, and Crimson Cliffs number 4. Mountain Crest lost to Skyview and fell out of the top 5. This one returned up near the 10-yard line. So Logan with their worst starting field position of the night. They'll start at about the 11, I think is where they're going to spot him. They gave him a good spot. Clear out, almost nose up at the 12. 5:22 to play in the half, 14-6, Green Canyon. Logan took the opening kickoff 80 yards and put it in the end zone. They forced Green Canyon to punt on a 3 and out. They were on the move again, threw an interception. Green Canyon scored, and then it happened again on the next play, and it's going to happen again. Oh, Green Canyon couldn't come up with it on the tip drill. That would have been disaster for the Grizzlies, and that one would not have been Easton Favero's fault. His receiver had both hands on it and just couldn't haul it in. Second down. Favero 2 of 4, 39 yards and a touchdown. Turn and give it off. Wallace meets the running back in the hole. Big collision. I mean, that one, you could feel it up here. And that was Birch. Picked up a couple. It's 3rd and 8. And this is when Logan has gotten in trouble, is when they've had to get into 3rd and long. The way they've run the ball, they haven't gotten into 3rd and long much. Favero looking for Avila, and the safety came over and was undercutting that one again, and he was heading for the house. He just didn't take the ball with him. 4th down, Logan will have to punt. Favero, that's a long throw for the young quarterback, and it kind of floated out there, gave the safety a lot of time to break on that. It was Thane, and he was unhappy with himself that he didn't come up with it. Logan will be punting from their own end zone. Low line drive kick out to the 41. 26-yard, 27-yard punt for the Grizzlies, and Green Canyon takes over at the 41-yard line with 4:31 to play in the first half. The Wolves leading 14-6. Logan got off to a good start, which is what Coach Butts was hoping for, but then they turned it over a couple of times. And the Green Canyon defense making some plays on that last possession. The Logan defense in a tough spot, see if they can limit the damage.
Good run that time. He's one of those new running backs we talked about. Coach Ely saying that they would use 4, maybe 5 running backs. Sawyer Rainey. And Rainey picks up 9. Four different Wolves have carried the ball. This time they're going to throw it. Right down the middle goes low. They caught the Grizzlies turkey necking into the backfield. And it's a 32-yard touchdown. Two touchdown passes in the first half now for Peyton Wilson and 129 yards. The man that I learned the term turkey necking from is sitting just down from me, Perry Christensen, the great ball coach. He's coached, I think, about every school in the Valley, and he's on the Green Canyon staff now. Logan was offsides. They didn't call it. The kick's good. And we go to the timeout with 3:47 to play in the first half. Green Canyon increases their lead, 21-6 Wolves. You know, with the right branded products, you're not just top of mind, you're part of the adventure. Boost your brand image, connect and communicate with fans, prospects, and customers for lasting impact, and do it at the Logo Shop. Their motto is that they logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. They will put their logo on anything. In fact, if you go in there, don't hold still for long, you'll get a logo slapped on you. The Logo Shop, the Game of the Week sponsor. 21 unanswered by Green Canyon after the Grizzlies' opening drive touchdown. The Grizz will have another opportunity with 3:47 to play in this first half, trailing 21-6. The fast-moving first half here at Logan. It's homecoming at Logan High. See what the Grizzlies offense comes up with. They've run the ball well, and they're going to go back to it as Birch looks for an opening. Picks up a couple. Give him 3. 58 yards on 16 carries in this first half for Birch. Orem leads Skyview 14-7. That was a first quarter score. Ridgeline leading Bear River 21-0. That one's still in first quarter. Turn and give it to Avila. He's got a little bit of an opening. Avila with another 4 yards. And it'll be 3rd and a long 2. Logan's had success running the football. Wilson is 2 of 5 for 39 yards and a touchdown, but he's also thrown 2 interceptions. He's going to put it in the air again, looking for Reed Olson, who caught the first touchdown, and he's still rumbling. Across midfield, and a first down. 26 yards for Big 6. That's been their recipe for success tonight. Run the ball, find your big tight end. They hand it off to Birch. Birch, a good gain on first down, picks up close to 6. You know, if you want to do this, you want to run the ball like this, you have to be so patient. And just stick with it. Coach Butts saying, hey, you know, we have to grow up as a coaching staff with these kids too, you know. Our staff is young as well, so it's a process for all of them. Turn and hand off against a big rush. Maybe a yard. It's going to be third and about 2.5. 18 carries, 65 yards for Birch here in this first half. 1:25 to play in the first half. The Grizzlies trail 21-6. They're sitting on all their timeouts and the clock's running. Third down. I would think if they pick up this third down, they'll take a timeout. Favero throwing the out, undercut again. Here we go. Thane with the house call. 45. Now let's see. 65 yards and the third pick of the night for the young quarterback Favero. They just keep undercutting those. They've gone to the out twice and they've undercut it twice and taken it away. The other time was on an in-cut pattern. Actually, they almost took it away one time on that out and they couldn't catch it. That time Thane comes up with it, returns it for 6. Again, when the Grizzlies were driving, it's just a killer. 28-6, Green Canyon piling on with 57 seconds to play in the first half on the Game of the Week. Whether you're hungry for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, there's more than one way to get Wendy's delivered. You can start your delivery order straight from their app, or you can head to any of your official third-party partners like DoorDash, Grubhub, Postmates, Uber Eats, so you can get your Wendy's favorite from your favorite delivery app anytime you want. And while you're eating Wendy's, you can earn more Wendy's while you eat. And that, friends, is what Wendy's Rewards is all about. Sign up today and make eating at your favorite restaurant even better. And they'll bring it to you at your house. Wendy's, a Game of the Week sponsor. 3 turnovers in the first half for the Grizzlies, 3 interceptions. Favero now with 14 interceptions on the season. He's got 9 touchdown throws. That throw to the wide side of the field is, they're just sitting on it, right? They're breaking as soon as the out patterns, I'm watching them now, as soon as those receivers start breaking out, that center's just breaking on that. If they can get somebody going up the seam, that's center fielder, that safety, whoever's breaking on that, they could sneak somebody in behind it. I'm sure that's something they'll see at halftime, but then you've got to have enough time for your quarterback to wait for that to develop. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line after the kick goes into the end zone. Now they have to go to the air, and Favero throws it a little high for Birch. And this is what happens with a young team, right? Things start to happen, and then they start to snowball. Coach Butts has been very complimentary of his seniors and how they've bought in, knowing that they're trying to build for the future. But he had an interesting quote about the young players. Favero throws it behind Birch. He had time. Birch broke out, and Favero threw it behind him inside. 3rd and 10. Coach Butts was talking about the Fort Lewis head football coach. He took over a program that just was terrible. And now, after about 3 years, they've started to win. And he said, you know, we just needed a couple of birthdays. We just need a couple of birthdays. And as Coach Butts was talking about this young Grizzly team, he says the same thing. We need a couple of birthdays. We need some of these sophomores to develop and grow into seniors. McAllister tries to climb the ladder for that one, as Favero's pass sailed a little bit, and it goes through his hands and out of bounds. 3 and out for the Grizzlies. 40 seconds to play in the half. Logan's turned it over, as we mentioned, 3 times. All 3 of those drives, and all 3 of those coming on drives that Logan's offense had going. And they wanted to run the ball, but now you're down 28-6, and it kind of takes you out of that. Good roll is going to get all the way down almost to the 45-yard line. Ends up being a 35-yard punt. And Green Canyon, 1st and 10 from there. We mentioned Green Canyon scoring 27 points a game on the season. They've got 28 tonight. They give up 13. They've given up 6. In region play, they score 28 a game and give up 19 and a half. Of course, they gave up 39 last week to Ridgeline. Peyton Wilson throwing over the middle. Lowe scored on this play before. This time he picks up 11. And a quick timeout. For Green Canyon, Wilson, their rushing leader. We mentioned that. Schramm, before this game, had 491 yards. He's got 588 now. He's got 6 touchdowns on the season. Wheatley leads in tackling. He's number 5 in 4A in total tackles. He's got 52 on the season. Wheatley's also their leading sacker with 3. Edelmeyer, Thane, and Wallace each had a pick coming into this game. Thane now has 2 picks on the season, including 1 house call that we just saw a few minutes ago. Rainey in the backfield with Wilson. 3-man rush and a spy. Wilson breaks out. Spy chases him. There's a flag in the backfield, back at the 50-yard line. So instead of a big gain, it looks like we may have a holding against Green Canyon again. Had a lot of big plays wiped out by a hold, and there it is, a hold. That's 4 penalties, 45 yards for Green Canyon in the first half. Logan's defense on the season giving up 35 points. They've played some high-powered offenses. Offensively, they score just under 20 a game. In region play, they've given up 44.5 points, and 10.5 is what they've put up of their own. Region 11, especially the top half of the region, is tough as any in the state. Park City, I think, would have something to say about that, as they are number 2, and they are putting up a lot of points. They're playing Stansbury tonight, and that's a score we'll keep our eye on. Clock ran down to 1 second. There was 14 seconds on the clock when that play ended. And Green Canyon takes a timeout. Like the game clock had run down to 14. Let's see what they put on. I think they're going to put, if they put 21 on it, that's a lot of time. Because when he ran out of bounds, it was 14. I looked up and saw, I remember seeing it. And they're going to put 21 on it. Green Canyon's getting 7 seconds. Of course, they may be going back to that's where the play started, right? Because you got the holding penalty. I don't think it's, I'm not sure how that works. I thought that, if there's the penalty, you don't reset the play. There was 14 seconds on the clock. And now they're putting it, now they're going to put it at 10. Now they're going to put it to 10. They're signaling up to the booth to change the clock. First they told them 21. Now they're telling them 10, and now it's 10. So Logan is the beneficiary of a few seconds. 1st and 20 at their own 45 for Green Canyon. They lead 28-6. Over the middle, nearly picked off as 2 receivers ran into each other. And another flag in the backfield. And another hold on Green Canyon. they threw the flag right at the feet of poor Luke Baker, 6'7". Not sure if that was on him, or there's a couple times he's looked back at those flags like, hey. So I'm not sure if they're calling on him and he's upset about that, or if he's just upset in general. That's 4 holding calls on Green Canyon in this first half. 6 seconds to play on 1st and 30. Wilson scrambles out of the pocket, dumps it underneath, has a receiver who tries to get out of bounds, and he does not, and that's the end of the half. 28-6. Green Canyon will take the lead into halftime over Logan on the Valley Channel.
I want to succeed in athletics, but I also want to succeed in school, and I also want to help my family and my community. And so I think through being balanced and juggling all these things, it leads me to fulfill those wants and then be happier because of it.
You're trying to get the
In order to have a fulfilling and well-rounded life, you have to do a lot of different things.
She goes to her classes and she does her sports.
I don't really know how she does it. She goes to every day with just like a smile on her face.
I think everyone can have a drive, but it's the people that actually choose to feed this hunger are the people that stand out. Your hunger to win has to be bigger than anybody else's.
If she sets her mind to it, she's going to accomplish it, and I have no doubt about that. Whether it's she needs to drop 3 seconds on her time, she needs to get a better grade on her math test.
Bill is just one of those people who, whenever I see you do anything, you always have this drive.
There's a drive there that comes from wanting to be everything that her mom set in motion in the first 13 years of her life.
My mom was one of my closest friends, so she had such an immense impact and influence on my life that when she died, my whole world was kind of turned around.
She was heartbroken, as you would imagine. She knew she had all these little ones looking to her. She was only 12 years old, but she became the person who was handling it.
I'm trying my best, I guess. It's been hard. She was such a big part of my life, but I'm doing the best I can.
She's a beautiful runner, and it's just amazing to watch her run.
She's a tremendous sister, tremendous daughter, caring soul, remarkably proud of Chilean.
Like, she has so much responsibility in her life. It's also amazing that she does it with such humility and grace.
When you lose your mom and your sister, you realize how precious every day is, and you want to make the most of every day. Right? You sort of set high goals for yourself, and you sort of work to achieve them.
Sheer will and, passion and, but to get themselves there quicker than anybody else, to reach down deep, push through that pain, that both mental pain where you just want to stop, you want to give up, and that physical pain where your legs and your muscles are screaming, and just get yourself there.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. KSM means music. Music is all we do.
and the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Back at Logan High School, Eric Olson along with you as we head toward the start of the second half. Green Canyon leading 28-6. It's homecoming here at Logan High. Reed Olson had a big half for the Logan Grizzlies on the field and off. He's the homecoming king. They put a crown on his head out there. Let's take a look at the first half stats. Green Canyon, 32 yards on the ground, 155 in the air, 187 yards. Wilson was 7 of 8 is what I've got Wilson for. He had a couple called back on penalties, but 155 yards, 2 touchdowns. Thane with a 65-yard interception return for a touchdown. Schramm 4 catches, 97 yards, and a 46-yard touchdown. Logan's not far behind in the stat sheet. 96 yards on the ground, 65 through the air for 161 total yards. So only about 26 yards difference in yardage. The big difference is 3 turnovers. Easton Faveros had a rough first half he threw 3 interceptions. They were driving each time, and one of them was a house call by Thane. And so it's 28-6, and that kind of score probably takes Logan out of what they wanted to try to do, and that was run the ball, which they did very well, but now they're so far behind. Looking at other scores, near the half, Orem all over Skyview, 31-14. Orem, pretty good ball club. That other 4A score we're watching, Park City and Stansbury, that one tied at 7 at the half. Park City number 2 behind Ridgeline. Ridgeline, midway through the second quarter, the last score we had of that one was leading Bear River 35-0. And of course, Mountain Crest beat Westfield last night 30-7, the final in that one. Green Canyon will get the ball to start the second half. Logan lining it up for the kickoff. Looks like it's going to be Taylor. Taylor with the low line drive hits one of those up men. He gets on it, doesn't try to pick it up or anything, just make sure that he covers it up. And the Green Canyon offense will take the field, see if Logan could make any adjustments defensively. They've given up 28 points here in the first half. The defense has given up 21 points. And they had some big pass plays that gashed them. 46, 32, 20. They're going to start on the ground. And that's Jenkins. It's the 6 yards on first down. Jenkins' best run of the night, 6 carries, 13 yards. The injury bug hit Hawks last week, and that's why he wasn't really playing in that second half or late first half. And it looks like he's not getting the playing time tonight. Jenkins across midfield. He picks up 14. Of course, Brock Brown out for Logan. He's one of their key defenders. Turn and hand it off to Jenkins again. He's walloped, but not until he picks up 6 yards. 8 carries, 33 yards for Jenkins.
26 of those yards coming on his last 3 carries. Logan defensively made Wilson uncomfortable in that first half, picked up a couple of sacks and forced some holding penalties on the line. But Wilson able to find some guys for some big plays. 7 yards on second down. That's Rainey. And I mentioned in the first half that Coach Ely said that, hey, you might see 4 or 5 running backs tonight, 4 or 5 guys touching the ball. Well, we've had 4. Wilson, Martin, Jenkins, and Rainey. Green Canyon on the move. First possession of the second half. Wilson gets out. He's loose inside the 25 and then upended at the 20. Hits the ground at the 18-yard line. 18 yards on the scramble and a first down. 34 yards on 4 carries for Wilson. You see what makes him so dangerous, right? If you can keep him hemmed in, okay, and that's what Ridgeline did last week, but if not, if you let him get out, and he even did that on Ridgeline last week, he got out of pocket and made him pay. It's funny, he seems to thrive on chaos. Another 4-yard gain by Jenkins. .840 to play in this third quarter, 28-6 Green Canyon. Wilson can't find anybody, so he tucks and runs. Wilson looking for the pylon, he's got it. Touchdown, Green Canyon, 17 yards. No flags. Five carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown now for Peyton Wilson. Kicks up and good. And Green Canyon extends the lead, 35-6. Green Canyon leads Logan with 8:21 to play in the third on the game of the week. You young whippersnappers and your loud music. You've been listening to it too loud your whole life, and now you're wondering, wait, am I having trouble hearing? I seem to be saying huh and what a lot. What do I do? Well, I'll tell you what to do. You call Dr. Paul Daines at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, where they offer personalized hearing care tailored to your needs. Choosing the right professional is key, and Dr. Paul Daines ensures the best fit for your lifestyle. Protect and improve your hearing. Schedule a consultation with Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology today. Kick goes into the end zone, and the Grizzlies will start at the 20, trailing 35-6. Doesn't get any easier for Logan as they're at Ridgeline next week. Trying to, I mean, they came out so well, right? Coach Butts talked about with me about how we got to start fast as a loss of 1 on the carry. And Birch, we got to start fast. We started so slow our last few games, and they did. They started fast, took the opening kickoff 80 yards for a touchdown.
On the drive, here's a little swing out to Birch. Well blocked out in front of him. And he's tripped up after a gain of about 4, 3rd and 7.
That's complete to Mason Birch, brought down by
A 35-yard touchdown pass from Favero to Olson put the Grizzlies on the board first. They were unsuccessful on their trick play on the 2-point conversion try. They forced Green Canyon into a 3-and-out, and since then it's been all Wolves. 35 unanswered for Green Canyon. 3 turnovers in that first half, and Favero back to throw again. Looks underneath, has his man, McAllister, squeezes it, steps out of bounds after a gain of 8 and a first down.
Fourth down by Ben Wallace. First down Grizzlies.
McAllister's first grab. And the Grizzlies' first 3rd down conversion in the last 3 tries. Handed to Birch. Birch tripped up, falls forward for 3. 20 carries, 67 yards for Birch. Logan with 98 yards on the ground. They wanted to establish a running game. They have established a running game. Green Canyon has had trouble with the run the last few weeks. Handed to Birch again. Birch steps past one would-be tackler and brings up a 3rd and manageable. About 3rd and 4.
Mason Birch with the carry.
The Grizzlies over 100 yards rushing now with 101. Third and just under 4. Under by about, they're just on the inside of that yard marker. So it's 3rd and 4. Clock ticks down towards 6 minutes to play in this 3rd quarter. 35-6. Green Canyon, they're going to hand it off again. Nice hole for the running back, and that's going to be a first down for Avila. 6 yards for Avila and a first down. So back-to-back first downs for the Grizzlies as they try to rev up their offensive engine. Avila into the linebackers before he finally hits the ground.
And off to Tatum Avila. 4 on the play, brought down by Braxton Bowman.
Avila averaging nearly 6 yards a tote, 41 yards on 7 carries. 70 yards on 21 for Birch. Jensen in motion to the far side. Looks like they're going to run. They do, and Green Canyon brings everybody. A loss of a yard for Avila. So now it's 3rd and 7. The third down on this drive. 7 of 10 for the Grizzlies. And we've got a flag up near midfield. Let's see what the call is. It looks like it's on Green Canyon, unsportsmanlike conduct. So it will not be 3rd down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies after the 15-yard penalty.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Green Canyon.
6 penalties for Green Canyon for 70 yards. And the ball on the Green Canyon 39. 4:50 to play in the 3rd. The Wolves coming up, bringing extra guys for the run. 3 yards for Birch. Birch averaging just over 3 yards a carry.
113 yards for Logan as a team. Now Favero's going to throw. Got time, looks over the middle at the crossing pattern. McAllister hauled down by his helmet after a gain of 1. The defender making sure McAllister didn't get away. As the clock dips under 4 minutes to play in the third. Logan at Ridgeline next week, then home against Mountain Crest, at Cedar City, and then finishing up the season home against Bear River. Here comes everybody. Favero steps out of one tackle and then right into the arms of Wallace. So Wallace with the early interception and now a sack. 5-yard loss for Logan. And it's 4th and 11. Down 35-6, you pretty much have to go for it. You've got to get to the 29-yard line, and they're at the 40. 4-man rush. Favero hanging it up there. Nice grab, and that looks like it's going to be enough for a first down. 13 yards to Jensen. He had to reach behind him. He came up with it. .711 for Favero, 91 yards and a touchdown. 3 interceptions in that first half. Favero on the move, trying to get outside. A lot of heat, gets rid of it, looking for Olsen on the sidelines, and it goes off his hands and out of bounds. That would have been a tough catch anyway. Birch heads to the sidelines. Avila takes his place in the backfield. 3 wide to the far side. Jace Pingree, one of their receivers, out for the season. Screen coming back the other way. Avila picks it up, hauls it down to about the 20-yard line. 3rd and 3 after a gain of 7. He had more yards in front of him, but he had to kind of wait for the pass and go down and get it off the ground. Third and 3. Give it to Avila. He's got pulling blockers. He runs in behind him, and he's got a first down, a gain of 4. And a good-looking drive for the Grizzlies. Too wide as they use a couple of tight ends. They're putting them out in the pattern. Favero complete down to the 3-yard line to Jensen. 12 yards, 1st and goal. First and goal at the 3. Turn and give it to Avila. Avila looking for the end zone. He found it. See if the Grizzlies go for 2. They trail 35-12. And what are we doing? Now the officials are going to talk about something. And Grizzlies are going to go for 2, and they're going to spot it on the near hash. That's what they were talking about. Plenty of time on the play clock, 20 seconds. 3 receivers wide,
to the right. They're going to go to Birch. Hauls it in and walks in for the two-point conversion. 35-14. The Grizzlies aren't dead yet on the game of the week. Pizza Fix at the Factory Pizzeria in Logan. Enjoy daily specials on their famous pizzas. Or swing by for one of their other specials during the week. $5 Wednesdays. You get $5 nachos, $5 wings. Yummy. Their Monday special, buy a large 3-topping pizza, get a free small nacho. The Factory Pizzeria, Game of the Week sponsor. It's been a while, but the Grizzlies have a good-looking drive. Their first drive of the game was textbook. This one was a good drive as well. They've had a few in between, but they ended before the end zone. It started out like a good drive. This one makes it to the end zone and a two-point conversion to make it 35-14. Green Canyon still enjoying a 21-point lead. Orem 38, Skyview 21 at the half. That's the only updated score we've got for you. That kick takes a bounce back. Looked like it was going to go into the end zone. A kick back. Goes out of bounds at the 10. That's a great golf shot. You don't love it if you're the kicker on the kickoff. Green Canyon will start at their own 35-yard line, leading 35-14. Next up for Green Canyon at Mountain Crest. They're on the road three straight weeks. At Mountain Crest. Of course, this one, then at Mountain Crest, then at Bear River. And the final regular season game for Green Canyon is Skyview at home. Jenkins is slung down, and I got a new quarterback in there that pulled Wilson. I think maybe Green Canyon's thinking, look, let's get Peyton Wilson out of there. We got a 3-score lead. We believe in our defense. And Jenkins loses 4. Let's see who that new quarterback is. It's Ethan Monk. Monk's going to hand it to Jenkins. He's got an opening this time. He gets the first down yardage back, but it'll still be 3rd and 10.
Jenkins with the carry, left down by Steeler. Back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10.
You know, last week was the halfway point of the season. You know, kids are banged up here and there, and if you can get some other kids some snaps, you got a little bit of a lead. I don't know if anything's wrong with Wilson, but he's not in there now. Monk with the completion on 3rd down. 25 yards. To Johnny.
32, to Johnny. Brought down by Nate McCallum. First down and 10.
Grizzlies, you miss a golden opportunity. Give up a 3rd and 10. Another running back in there. Gain of 2. Got to go deep into our depth chart here. Sam Selman. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Green Canyon driving, and they lead 35-14.
Tonight's battle is David Carr. Congratulations, David
Hey, have you heard? Wendy's has saucy nugs. You like nugs? You know, nuggets. You like sauce? Absolutely. Chicken nuggets are great, but they're even better with sauce, and they're a vehicle to get the sauce in your mouth. With Wendy's saucy nugs, you can devour them for yourself, and you'll soon discover how flavor-packed, lip-smacking, ridiculously saucy these nuggets really are. Big, bold flavors, spicy, sweet, savory, saucy, they're all the things. And you can get them in 4, 6, 10, and 20 pieces right now at Wendy's. Logan had Green Canyon backed up in a 3rd and 10, and then gave up a big pass play, and now Green Canyon in Logan territory with 2nd and 8. And after the run, it'll be 3rd and 5.
And off to Sam Selman, brought down by Chief Tolopon.
Selman, 2 carries, 5 yards. 3 for 6 for Green Canyon on 3rd downs. Selman's going to be split wide to the right. Schramm in there, split wide to the left, and they run it, and it's a gain of 1. So it'll be 4th down.
Will Coleman. 4th down, Green Canyon.
Green Canyon kind of in that no man's land. It'll be a long field goal. It's 4th and 4. They've got a lot of faith in their defense, obviously. A defense that doesn't give up a lot of points. Oh, the quarterback walloped as they go to Schramm. And he comes up with it. Are you kidding me? 25 yards on 4th down.
Pass complete from Hayden Schramm, brought down by Nathan Carlson. 1st down, Green Canyon.
Monk was walloped. 122 yards on 5 catches and a touchdown for Schramm. That was his first grab of the 2nd half. They just threw it up for him. I don't know if the defender could have defended any better. He was right there. His hand was in there and everything. Schramm just hauled it in. Monk rolling to his right. Looking inside, has a man at the goal line, steps in for the touchdown after the missed tackle.
Touchdown, Green Canyon.
So Monk goes 3 for 3 in relief of Wilson for 68 yards and a touchdown. And I didn't catch who caught the touchdown. Knight. Corby Knight with the grab. Number 47. PAT up and good for the Wolves as they answer the Logan touchdown and push that lead back out to 28. 42-14, Green Canyon cruising to the win with 10:14 to play on the game of the week. Hey, now's the time to save at Anderson Seed Garden in Logan. They've got amazing deals on fall bulbs, perennials, all your garden essentials. Got your end of season stuff, right, for your outdoor decor and supplies. Hurry in to Anderson's for some of the best prices of the year. Check out their website at andersonseedgarden.com. That's Anderson with an O. Green Canyon you're just joining us, Green Canyon with the big lead right now, 42-14, but Logan took the opening kickoff, marched 80 yards, and scored. Reed Olson with a 35-yard touchdown grab from Easton Favero. But then it was a 35-0 explosion for Green Canyon, taking advantage of some turnovers, putting the ball in the end zone. Logan scored on their last possession to make it 35-14. They had a good-looking drive that last time. Now they take over their own 20, trailing by 4 scores. Favero looking for Olson. Olson trying to work his way back to the middle of the field, and it falls incomplete. Olson looked up, saw that he had to turn on the jets because Favero was really laying that one out there, and then he had to try to wrestle it away from the defender, and it ended up falling incomplete. 9 of 16 for 110 yards and a touchdown for Favero. Turn and hand it off to Birch. Birch into the secondary, and it'll be 3rd and 3. Birch has 80 yards on 23 carries tonight as the Grizz hustle up to the line. Fake to Birch, looking for Olson, bounces off of his hands and into the hands of a defender. 4th interception of the night for Favero. That one bouncing off of multiple receivers, and here comes every flag in the house, and Reed Olson is not happy with himself. He's played a good ball game offensively and defensively, but that one he couldn't come up with. Coach Butts meets him, and that's the 4th turnover of the night for the Grizzlies. Again, something they've been working on, trying to take care of the ball a little bit better. They've done a good job of cleaning up the penalties. Only 2 penalties tonight, as that one on the return goes against Green Canyon, another 15-yarder against the Wolves. A face mask on the return. But 4 turnovers, that's something they're going to really keep working on. Again, Favero, the sophomore, that one really not his fault. He's had a couple like that have bounced around, but then he's had a couple that the defenders have just jumped on. That's all part of the process. Coach Butts talking about there's 3 phases to the rebuild. The first is tearing this thing down to the studs. He said we're pretty much finished with that first phase of the rebuild, to undo everything that was here before. Almost done with that part. And then we start building it back up, start working on things. You know, that'd be phase 2, kind of a 3-year plan. And that's something that Logan really needs. These seniors for this Logan team, I think this is their 3rd coach in 3 years. They've had 6 in 9 years, if I remember right. That's just tough. It's tough on these young athletes. Coach Butts talks like he's in it for the long haul. He really wants to make Logan relevant again. Monk on 3rd and 10 throws it incomplete as he's under heavy pressure. And Green Canyon will have to punt with 8:37 to play in the ball game. The Logan turns it over, and it ends up not biting him. First time they've turned it over and that the Green Canyon Wolves have not scored. Coming after that kick, they block it. It's free. Picked up by the Grizzlies. And returned inside the 15-yard line. I thought they were going to be close, and they actually got there.
Cameron Alvarado picks it up. I think he may have been the guy who blocked it. And then he picks up the rolling football and returns it inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Giving the Logan faithful something to holler about. Favero with Birch in the backfield with him. Favero swings it out to Birch. And it's off his hand and incomplete. Avila in the backfield as Olsen. It's kind of a halfback on this near side. Avila's going to follow Olsen up in there. Avila inside the 10, still churning his feet. Down to the 7-yard line. Pickup of 7, it'll be 3rd and short. Avila with 54 yards on 11 carries. Averaging nearly 5 yards a carry is Avila. 80 yards on 23 for Birch. Logan's been able to churn out 134 yards on the ground, but they got down by 4 scores, and it kind of took them out of that. Turn and hand to Birch. Kick out block follows Olsen. He's inside the 5, and it's 1st and goal. That was his 24th carry of the evening. Speaking of Birch. Olsen's going to split wide to this right side, see if they try to throw it up to him at the pylon. That's what they're doing. Olsen with the jump ball. It's got it! That was probably Favero's best throw of the night. He put it where only Olsen could grab it. Three catches, 64 yards, 2 touchdowns for Reed Olsen. Taylor's gonna punch it up and punch it through. 7:06 to play in the ball game. Green Canyon 42, the Grizzlies of Logan 21 won the game of the week. Hey, what do you need logoed? You need some bags, like a school bag, laptop bag, shopping bag, bags for your business. Do you need things for your office? Pens, notebooks, sticky notes? What about blankets, throws, beach blankets, Sherpa blankets, picnic blankets, speakers, power banks, flash drives? You need your logo on any of those things? Well, take them to the logo shop. You can take your stuff, you can bring your own, or you can buy through them and they'll put your logo on it. With the right branded products, you're not just top of mind, you're part of the adventure. The logo shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. Well, Logan starts out the season 2-0 with wins against Hillcrest and North Stampede. They lost 3 in a row to Timpview, Skyview, and Westfield. They trail 42-21 here to Green Canyon, who's 4-1. Beating Hunter, Stansbury, Highland, and Westfield, and then losing last week to Ridgeline. Green Canyon trying to get back in the win column. Grizzlies trying as well, but Green Canyon firmly in control, up by 3 scores with 7:06 to play in the ball game. 3 touchdowns, what they're up by, and the Grizzlies kick it away. There's a lot of good for Logan in this ball game when they go back and look at it. Those 4 turnovers loom large, but they've done a lot of things good. Green Canyon has done what they've needed to do. They put 42 points on the board. despite missing a couple of players. Getting off to a little bit of a slow start. They've ridden their opportunistic defense out to this 21-point lead. Skyview trying to come back against Orem, 38-27 in the third quarter in that one. Give it off to Jenkins. Jenkins 2 yards.
And off to Michael Jenkins, brought down near the line of scrimmage. Braden Olson on the tackle for the Grizzlies. Second down.
Park City leading Stansbury 10-7. Again, watching that one is Park City number 2 in 4A, and that one was maybe upset alert. Ridgeline 42-0 over Bear River. That one late in the third quarter. Low snap. Picked up and handed for a 1-point game to Selman.
Third down and 10.
Looks like 118 yards on the ground for Green Canyon, 155 through the air. 273 total. Give it on the counter to Jenkins. He lost half a yard. 14 carries, 40 yards for Jenkins. And it's 4th down. And the Grizzly defense gets off the field. Green Canyon keeping it on the ground on that one, just content to run some clock. They punt this one away, bounces just short of the 50 and then rolls inside the 40 to about the 36-yard line. With 5 minutes left in the ball game, Logan takes over trailing 42-21. $133 yards rushing for Logan, 113 on the ground. 246 yards total. Oh, they go the other way to Birch. He's got blockers out in front of him. Birch out to the 50-yard line. 14 yards and a first down. And he stays in bounds. His first reception of the night. Favero on the move, hits Avila for a gain of 2. 12 of 20, 129 yards and 2 touchdowns for Favero. 3 catches, 13 yards for Avila. Oh, they gave him no gain. He caught that one inside the 50. Swing it to Birch. Falls incomplete. Well, they got it second down. I think they had the, no, they have those sticks right. Now it's third down. Huh. I looked down to put the stats on the sheet, and then I look up, the ball's back at the 50. I don't know if Avila dropped it or what, but he clearly had gotten a couple of yards. 3rd and 10 across the middle to Birch, and he drops it. He had some running room. I don't know if he would have made the first down marker, but he would have made it 4th and manageable had he not. Now it's 4th and 10 after a couple of straight incompletions for Favero. 4:01 to play in the ballgame. Nice play on first down, and then 3 in a row going for nothing. Favero. Snap goes through his hands. He just has to get down on it and they turn it over on downs. So that one started out looking like it may have had a chance, that drive. And then 4 plays that go for minus 10 yards. 0, 0, 0, and then minus 10. Both teams playing a lot of backups now. Low snap to Monk, turns and hands it off to Jenkins. Jenkins picks up a couple. Clock rolling down to 3.5 left to play in this ball game. Green Canyon with a couple of touchdown runs, a couple of touchdown passes, an interception return for a touchdown. Jenkins no gain on that one. We're in the back half of our football season schedule. We have Logan again at Ridgeline next week. Then we're back here at Logan as they take on Mountain Crest. Then we see Mountain Crest again. We're out at Hiram as they take on Ridgeline, and then finally end the regular season at Green Canyon as Skyview visits the Wolves. Low snap, Monk picks it up, gets it off, first down. 10 yards on 3rd and 8. Clock rolling toward 2 minutes to play. Hand it to Jenkins. Picks up a yard. 17 carries, 42 yards for Jenkins. I said that Logan looked like they had a bunch of their backups in there. Reed Olson's back in there now, and it looks like they've got still, I think, a good portion of their defensive starters in there. Right at the first of that drive, it looked like they might have some backups in there. Then they swapped some out. 90 seconds remaining in this ball game. 42-21, Green Canyon. Monk's going to throw on a little out pattern. And calling it a catch, gain of 7. And the clock runs. 3rd down. Third and 4, Green Canyon looking to turn the lights off on this one, but not with a snap like that. Monk has to run way back to grab that one. Loss of 18. .40 seconds. Green Canyon will have to snap the ball. There's about a 14-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. Green Canyon will probably take it down to 1 second and then call a timeout. And that looks like what they're going to do. So with 15 seconds left in the ball game, and 4th down and 22, excuse me, Green Canyon takes a timeout. It's all over but the crying at homecoming for the Grizzlies. 42-21, Green Canyon.
with 15 seconds to play. I'm not sure if I have a problem. Well, I don't have a problem. I have many problems. One of those being that it's 9 o'clock on a Friday night and I'm already thinking about Saturday morning breakfast. And I'm thinking about it at Wendy's because they've got that 2 for $3 biggie bundles at breakfast. Mix and match your very own perfect pairing of their delicious morning favorites. You can choose from a sausage biscuit, an egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or a medium hot coffee. Mix and match 2 of those for $3 at their breakfast biggie bundles at Wendy's. So they keep Monk in there. 4th and 22, 15 seconds left. Green Canyon firmly in control. Monk's gonna run this around and run as much time as he can and then finally go down and stay inbounds with 5 seconds left in the ball game. Green Canyon tonight with 343 yards of total offense. Logan with 241. They want Birch off. Hey, we got to get off the field. We got too many guys. I think Logan had to call a timeout because of play clock, or they just take the penalty. That's only the 3rd penalty of the night against Logan, so that's something they felt like they've really cleaned up, and that shows tonight. Late in the ball game in Smithfield, Orem 45, Skyview 33. Ridgeline beats Bear River 42-6. That one gets over in a hurry, running clock there. Stansbury's taking the lead over Park City 13-10. Last play of the ball game. Avila picks up 9 yards. And that's all she wrote from Logan. 4 turnovers, too much for the Grizzlies to overcome as they fall at their homecoming. 42-21, Green Canyon with the win. Next week, we're at Ridgeline as they take on the Grizzlies. Hope you enjoyed our game tonight. We'll see you next time on the Game of the Week. The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. KSM means music. Music is all we do. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.